Hi, Nancy Burt-Preece here, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm going to be bold today. I'm going to make a fun fold card that I struggle with, but I'm going to do it for you. This is my demo, and it pops out. It's an origami, and of course I had it on wrong. Origami fold, which is so cool, an explosion fold. And this is cased from Lisa Curcio. So one of my stampers said we should make it. And oh my golly gee. I went to a class and one of my stampers had been successful. They actually taught it. So I'm going to attempt to do it and show you how to make this amazing card. So here's what you need. You need a piece of white, which is 4 by 4. And I stamped in Pool Party. If kisses were snowflakes, I'd send you a blizzard. I love that sentiment. And this is coming from the Snowflakes Kisses bundle. I have a piece of Pool Party, which is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. It's a square. I have a belly band that is 1 by 10. I went ahead and made a snowflake, and this is from that Snowflake Kisses bundles. Look at that. Can you see that? It is so cute. Has little snowflakes. And if they don't come out all, you can just poke a little bit to get the little tiny snowflake out. But it is so cute. So I'm going to attempt to do it. I'll show you on a piece of paper I've already been working with. I'm going to move this stuff to the side. And then I will show you I will try to do it again. I've done it like 3 times. It's good not to have directional paper, but if you do, make the directional side on the inside because then you can orient it the way you want. So for this one, it's not directional really. So I went ahead and did the folding. And when you put it together, the trick is to fold, for me, to fold these points together and then fold in the rest of it. I have much more success. There is a way where you can pinch each one and bring them down at a time. I struggle with that, so we'll see what happens. It'll be very exciting. So this is the Nests of Winter Designer Series paper. It's 8 by 8. And I want this part to be on the inside and this part to be on the outside. So the outside part, I think I'm saying this right. If we find out I have to redo it, oh well. The beautiful thing is you can just fold it the other way. And that's not a bad thing. I'm going to go ahead and try to get those before I really use my bone folder. I'm going to make sure I've got a good fold on it. Okay. So I just folded it in half. Now I'm going to fold it up. And fold it up, and you can kind of push it, like lift it and push it up so you know you're right, getting the fold close as you can. I usually do it with my fingers and then bone fold. Now we're going to fold the opposite way. So what I've done so far is half, fold each to the middle. I'm going to turn it, fold it in half. It's funny because some of us, a certain way makes sense to some people, certain way makes sense to another. So, you know, we're all a little bit different. Now I'm going to fold that in half with my bone folder. Come back out. Fold up to the middle. Fold up to the middle. So right now I should have 16 little squares. And in the middle is my 4 squares that make a big square. So I'm going to kind of get a sense where my middle is. See where my middle is? It's right in there. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take one end and fold it to the middle score line as close as you can. Do your best. Our goal is to try to make nice points if we can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but our goal is to do the best we can. And I'm going to keep that folded up because that'll help me figure out where this point should go. I just lost my bone folder. Okay, here we go. All right, so that's a pretty good point, actually. We're starting to look like an envelope, and that's how you know that you've done it correct. If it starts looking like an envelope, that is the correct way to do it. See how it looks like an envelope? This would be the envelope flap. But we have to fold this one up to a point too. And our goal is to try to get it as tight as possible. Okay, so this is what you should have. That's the part I was able to do so easy. The next part, for some reason, does not work in my brain. Because you got to be Nancy brain. So what I want, and I probably did fold it the wrong way. I'm going to kind of just fold them so they'll go either way. Okay. What I want is this to be my inside, and I want this to be my outside. So I kind of want this to poke in. I want it to be folding so it's poking in. This to be poking in. This. So these 4 centerpieces have to be folded in. And like I say, actually doing it and making it go the other way is not a bad thing for the paper because paper will go the way you want it to. Okay, so our goal is to get these 4 points to be going in. So you can see I knew this would be exciting on camera, and it's very exciting on camera. So this is how it makes sense to me. So I'm going to show you how it makes sense to me, and then I'll try to show you how she did it, which is different. So to make sense to me, I kind of needed these to go in. And, you know, you feel like you have 20 thumbs here. And what happens is the paper just kind of folds. So what you're going to be doing is, the way she did it is she kind of poked each one in and folded each square. I kind of need to get it to move a little bit. See how I got that square? I've got these 2 and they're poking in. And now I have this square. Once you get that, I just could not get it. My friend Amanda, thank goodness, my friend Marianne and Amanda, well, what I've done without them, I couldn't have done it because it just did not make sense to me. I could not get the folding part done. But because I have wonderful stamping friends, they helped me out. So thanks to Amanda and to Marianne, or I would not have ever been able to make this card. This one comes down. We have one last one. Remember, we're getting that point, and we've got it folded. Our goal is to try to get them as tight as possible. Is that? It's like a mind-crunching thing, isn't it? I'm so happy I got this done on camera. So when you open it, it's like, wow. The reason you want your directional to be inside is because now I can orient it correctly and it'll make sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this white piece right in the middle. There you go. We're going to fold it back up again. Fold it back up. Once you get it folded, it'll be happy to keep going that way. Then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to put liquid glue because I want wiggle room. But you can do however adhesive you want. Once again, this is cased from Lisa Curcio. This is going to be just a little bit bigger, so it's hard for me to do this on camera, so hopefully I'm getting it as even as I can. And the reason I'm doing it with glue is that I can move it a little bit if I need to. I think that's pretty good. Now, when I did it at the class, I immediately tried to put the belly band on. Well, guess what happened? It moved. So I'm letting it sit for a minute. And I'm going to take this little circle, and I made this a sticker. So you can just kind of peel it off. It's supposed to be easy. That was the goal of making the sticker. And then I'm going to put my snowflake on. The last thing I'm going to come is with my belly band. I'm going to you can see that one isn't folded completely perfect. I can move it over a little bit. I'm going to wrap my belly band, and I don't want to wrap it too tight, because if you wrap it too tight, you can't get it on and off your card, and then people can't open it. So that doesn't work. I'm going to move that over just a little bit. Okay, up. I still got to move it up a little bit. I might have a little bend in my belly band there, but that's okay. Because I want this to be in the center. Because that little circle will cover it. So I'm going to hold that for a minute. Then what I'm going to do is you can pop it up. I think I didn't last time, but you could. I'm going to only put glue on the belly band, because if you put it on the whole thing, you can't move it. And here we go. Isn't that, I'm not going to disrupt that one because that one's just kind of done. But look, is that the coolest thing? If kisses were snowflakes, I'd send you a blizzard, and you've got this cool card. So I hope you attempt it. If you do, please put your attempts in the comments. Have a great day.